What's going on, guys and girls? Stock Jock here. I finished the morning up $969. We're good. We'll go over the trades real quick. I did have a trade pre-market that I took on some news that just didn't work out. That's the VSTM you see there. So actually, when 9:30 rolled around, I started the morning down $255, but got it all back and finished the morning in the first hour of trading up $969, and you'll see that at the end. But this first trade, this one, OGEN, this one, as you can see from yesterday, it ran crazy. It went from $2 to just over about $4.20. So it was on watch for continuation today, see if it could do a similar move as it did the day before. And you can see the 9:30 candle there is the one with all the volume, and then we had that red candle. And my thought process here was, all right, I'll let this red candle be the pullback candle, and I'll play the 1 minute candle over candle after the pullback. And that was around the break of 340, somewhere in there. I can't remember. And you'll see it does work out. It pops, and then I'm looking for the 350 break, and then chat rooms start jumping on this thing for momentum, and it just pops. And I was hoping to sell over $4, but I ended up selling around 390. So it was a good trade. Definitely a nice way to get back green after that loss from pre-market. Watching OGEN over 340. I'm long 343.
We might get rid of the
much
green
of
move. OGen,
much of the fight. 'Cause the market went
OGen
to
at 50.
first, so. You got a market sit there like that, you have an argument that limits a little bit different.
OGen at 350, and I'm out of the rest of NETE for $570 profit.
If there's that big of a slippage there.
Okay, OGen now has a
Fine, so you
high
can
of
say.
90. So let's just watch this here. Of course, NETE back up, but whatever. $570 is not bad. I was up. Okay, just added on OGen at 390 for the break
As you can
over.
see, and they're closing down the spread
$4.
here. It's only 8 cents, so watch this thing to run.
Out half 391.
Break of 4.
I'm going to sell the rest over 4. Big seller at 4, so I'm going to get out the rest 397.
99 and 98, scaling out because it feels a little heavy up here. My new average is 384.
This next trade is ORPN. This one has given me a head fake like the last 3 times I've tried to trade it, and I'm probably not going to trade it anytime soon. It just hits my low day scanner, I'll jump into it, and then volume just stops. And it's just like, what the heck? The daily chart looks good, it looks like it's ready to rock and roll, but it just does nothing. And no one's playing the stock right now. So I don't care how good a chart could look. If no one plays the stock, then it's not going to go anywhere. That's kind of what happens here. I get in, volume dries up, and I have to hit the market order and sell for about $150 loss on this one.
OPGN, this one I feel like is a little hard to trust. I did lose money on it yesterday. I'm going to leave it alone for right now.
NEON, November Echo Oscar, November Neonode, revenue up
OGEN
14% to
on watch,
3.3
the
million,
highest
November Echo
$4.
Oscar, November.
NETE high is 96. We might get a scalp opportunity on this one.
Out at
I'll put my
370.
order at $9, but just gonna.
So my next trade, I'm going back to the well on OGEN. This play is a bounce play. And you can kind of see on the 1 minute chart here, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes of pullback candles. And it's actually pulled back to this 340 level, which is kind of a supporting level on the intraday chart here. So there's a little bit of support there. So there's 2 things going for me. It's that 340 level is support, but also you've had 6 minutes of pulling back. A lot of times it's more risky of a trade to play a bounce, especially when it's breaking below the VWAP here. But sometimes I'll try to make a trade for the first candle over candle after a big pullback like that. It pulled back pretty far. So I'm not looking for this thing to run crazy. I'm just looking to get it, you know, my eyes was looking to get over 350 here. I didn't get that. I think I got a couple pennies out of this play. But since I was up on the day, you know, I'm willing to take these more risky plays.
So weird. I just tried another one and it brings up my order screen.
Back in OGen for 345, just looking for a break of 50 here. Couldn't do it, I'm out. And it just did it.
Maybe it's for the
Plus 2 on my trade. Could have done better, but after that hard sell-off, sometimes I'll play the first 1 minute for a little bit of a balanced play. It's more of a riskier play, but it does work sometimes. There was a little bit of support there. If you look at the intraday chart, at 340, you can kind of have, you know, support right there. So that's kind of why I took that play. So this next play is ABC. This is just a pure news play. Leerink comes out and says that they're a buyout target now, especially since the Express Scripts deals went through today, or if it goes through anyway. So as soon as I hear that, I kind of wait for a little bit of volume to hit that scanner, just to make sure I'm not like gonna get hit in some kind of algorithm flush, you know, some computer trading, and then it rips. So I just waited a hair second and hit that bid. The spread sucked, so I hit a market order with only 1,000 shares instead of 2,000 like I normally did take. So again, it was risky because the spreads were so bad here. There was no guarantee any volume would come in. Lucky enough, volume did come in and got a nice pop out of it.
ABC, Amerisource Bergen, hearing Leerink says the WBA takeout of
Can
ABC
they
is
give
now
us a
more
5-minute
likely
setup?
if
I'm
the
not
Cigna
sure
for
yet.
Express Scripts deal gets done. That's Alpha Bravo
Easy
Charlie.
Dan.
Comments from Leerink.
So this next play is a pure news play again. When I got into this, you know, I kind of wait. When I got into this, the price hadn't moved much, so I was like, okay, that's no big deal. You know, at most, I'm risking, you know, 12 cents. It's just totally within my limit of risk here. So the news comes out. I hear blockchain. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Blockchain used to be hot. It hasn't been hot recently, but I'll still give it a go. I'm green on the day so far, nicely. I can risk, you know, $200 with the potential to make, you know, 200. So whatever. I get in. The price starts coming down. I usually sell faster than I did. So after it kind of sold off, I had to wait for a little bit of a bounce, you know, or a little relief bounce in order to exit. You know, once a trade goes against me, I'm just looking to get out for either break even or, you know, slightly red. I'm not trying to hold and hope it goes up. You know, I'm just trying to get out and cut my losses.
DO, Delta Oscar, Diamond Offshore to announce
There's that pullback.
according to traders, to announce a blockchain-enabled drilling fleet after registering one of the first practical uses of blockchain technology.
Another 70 cents, and this is a double from the offering.
Really?
That's the Oscar patent posting being circulated now.
So my next trade is ARQL. This one is a news play again. They got a price target increase to 375. I hear that. I hear price target increase. As soon as I hear those words, those magic words, I jump in. And lots of volume starts pouring into this thing. It doesn't go anywhere. And the reason why is it doesn't go anywhere is because the float's bigger. It's 87 million share float, so it's not going to run like a low floater. Once I see that, you know, all right, the news is played out, it's been out there, the price isn't going anywhere, I'm just looking for an exit. So I end up taking a couple pennies loss on this one, but, you know, I'll try it again, you know, any day of the week.
ARQL, Jones raising the price target from 250 to 375.
I'm long ARQL, price target 375
Lima.
by Jones, I think is who he said. Got a bad fill at 187. It's a bigger share float, so I really don't think it's going to go much higher.
Two key data releases. At the AACR next month, we believe this could be positive catalyst for the stock. Says revitalized AKT oncology program with watching but BTK and Proteus key drivers for 2018.
So just looking to get out of this one now.
DIS,
Did
Delta India
a
Sandy,
decent exit.
unconfirmed chatter being circulated now.
All right, out -2.
Goldman Sachs, the spin-off.
So I actually make a couple trades here back to back on this NETE, so I'll just let you see them. So what I'm kind of watching for here is I'm watching the 5-minute chart, and as you can see out of the open, this thing is just sold off. So I'm actually kind of watching a red to green move on the 5-minute chart, and I'm kind of using this 1-minute chart as my indication that it's ready to curl up. And what I see here on the 1-minute chart is, you know, this whole time it's making the lower lows, it'll pop up and then drop down for another lower low, pop up a little bit, go sideways, and then drop down for another lower low. Well, the last red candle, and I wish you could see my cursor, but not the current 1-minute candle that we're on right now, but the previous one, it made a low, but it was higher than the previous low. That tells me that it's stair-stepping up now. So my thought process here was that if 765 broke, that would be candle over candle on the 1 minute. So that's an entry point, you know, a bullish entry point. But also it might go back to back in hand with the 5-minute chart going red to green on the 5-minute chart. So my idea was that there was a bunch of sellers, they all wanted to sell, take the profits, and now the bulls are going to come in and push this thing to VWAP. It didn't play out that way. So I played 2 back-to-back trades here. One of them is off of this 1-minute candle, and I end up selling pretty quick. And then when it actually goes candle over candle on the 5-minute, I get back in and I make a little bit extra off of that play as well.
Not lost, so I went with bigger size than I would have initially. I would have gone to 2,000 if the trade had gone against me, so I just started with my closer to my max trade size than what I would have. So I'm not saying that's the smart way to do it.
Getting in early on neat here, 764.
Sometimes it works. Hey, I'm just trying to get back to my goal after the loss there on OGEN, and the chart looked like set up like it was a good short. It was.
I'm out 766.
Averages I've watched, so.
A little bit of buying coming in. I might get back in for 770 break.
Wood looked pretty good there.
Yep, back in 770, looking for the 7. All right, there's the 5-minute red to green move. Does it do anything? We'll see. Stop loss will be break even now. It's trying. Out half. Out the rest.
Looks like it may curl
So +4 on that trade.
5 area to 774
It tried.
in a couple of minutes.
Might do it again if we get like a 1-minute play now.
Left in.
So this next play is a news play on HMNY. This one, the volume was coming into it and it was pushing it green before I actually heard the confirmation of the news. So it kind of jumped in and then I heard the news. So let the price action tell me that the news was actually positive before I even heard the news. I heard the ticker, that's why I got over here, but you can see that the price was, you know, someone else had the news out faster than Benzinga. I don't know who that was. I wish I knew. But anyway, you can see that the volume was coming in to the upside, so I knew it was positive news. So I jumped in, following the volume. Then I hear the news, and it's just like a hiring, you know. And actually, it's a nice hiring. I actually take this as a swing trade in my swing trade account at the 449.5 level or whatever. But as far as the day trade, it didn't do much.
HMNY, Helios and Matheson, MoviePass, tapping Mike Berkeley as its chief product officer. That
HMNY taps Mike Berkeley as chief product officer. No idea who Mike Berkeley is, but see if it gets a little pop out of this. I'm in a 448. And I'm out for a +1. So my next trade is ZSAN, ZSAN. It's so funny looking at it now because the stock later on in the day hit $25, and here I'm playing it at, $16.50. But anyway, this is a 5-minute play. Multiple chat rooms was watching this for the 5-minute play. You can kind of see what we're looking at on the 5-minute chart in the top left-hand corner there. He had that, initial spike all the way up, or the latest spike all the way up, I should say. And then we had those 3 red pullback candles, and then we kind of had these 2-3 green candles here that kind of made a flat top, and we're kind of watching to break that level. And as soon as volume started coming into the upside, I jumped in, and so did the other chat rooms, and got a pop up. And I sold half for profit, and the other half I sold basically break even as a lot of selling volume came in. So I was kind of lucky to make about $100 on this trade. Back to watching ZSAN. Chat room's about to pop it.
70, 73.
I'm back in 1659.
I'm long at 73. on ZSAN.
BTAI, BioXcel Therapeutics,
Out half, 70.
high of 1138, now
So I
at
jumped in at 73.
1119.
I'd add over 17.
Bravo Tango Alpha India.
Put my order at 17 for an ad on ZSAN. What I'd like to see is obviously that it goes back to 17.
Opened at 1102, priced at $11.
Out the rest. Ooh, break even on the rest. So sold half for a 12-cent win. Sold the rest for break even. And that's how I ended the morning, up $969. I actually got up over $1,000. I think I actually was up $1,100, and just through some, throwing darts at the dartboard, so to speak. I ended up the day, I think it was $660 something. So I gave some back, which is typical. It happens occasionally, but nonetheless, a green day for sure. If you have any questions on my trading style or any of the tools that I use, I do run a free Discord chat room. It's completely free. It's geared towards helping people learn how to day trade, to master these concepts, so you can stay home and not have to work a 9 to 5. And this is an hour's worth of work, and I made more than what most people make in 2 weeks. But it didn't come easy. It didn't come quick. So if you're willing to put in the time and the effort, you can do this too. So anyway, come on into the free Discord chat. Link for that is in the description down below, as well as all my chat rooms that I subscribe to and the news sources I use as well. Those are all down there for you to check out. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.